This moment has been a long time coming for the Vancouver Woodsmen. Several losses in the playoffs in a row prior to this season. We're in year 7 and we're finally in the Western Conference Finals facing the San Antonio Spurs. We've seen play-in tournament losses, first round losses, second round losses, and now we finally have gotten past all of those points to get to the furthest point that we have reached in this series so far. It's the WCF, the NBA semifinals, and it's the 1 seed taking on the 2 seed. We have to go on the road to start this series in San Antonio. San Antonio is relying heavily on their 2-star players, 2 top 10 players in the league, if you want to put Shea up there, but they got Shea and Calvin Gordon. One of them averaging 28.6 points per game and 10 assists, and the other averaging 27 points per game and 14.7 boards. Both guys shooting above 50%, lights out players. They got Julius Randle averaging 13, 6, and 5. Josh Christopher with 11 points. Poku with 11. Derakis 11. Batista 10. This is a stacked roster. They have a lot of good players coming off the bench, as do we, and they have a good starting 5 as well. We don't have a player that is rated above Shea or Gordon, so their 2 best players rank above our best players. But in terms of playing, Keldon Johnson has had a phenomenal playoff run. So is Anderson, so is Tyrese Halliburton, and so is Don Payne. And we're going to see if this offense can keep things up. We have not scored below 120 points in a game so far this playoff run, and neither of these teams have lost a game on the road. So we're going to try and keep that going here to start this series, but let's go into game 1 on the road against San Antonio. It's the matchup that we have been waiting for all year long. Vanderbilt will cover Shea, and Payne will guard Calvin Gordon. It's a huge matchup, biggest one of the entire series. Let's get right down to it. The Woodsmen have arrived at the AT&T Center to face the Spurs. Game 1 tips off in the Western Conference Finals. Over the ECF, Boston leads Cleveland 1-0. Halliburton to Anderson. His first shot is up and in, and we get the scoring started. So far in the playoffs, Anderson averaging 30 points per game, 4 assists, 3.4 boards, and shooting over 50%. You've come to expect this kind of play from him as Payne deflects and steals the pass, and we're getting more and more used to that. Shot clock winding down. Anderson wide open 3 ball. He's got all 5 here to start this game. SGA over Anderson. Can't knock down his first shot. We feed Payne down low. Mismatch against Josh Christopher, but he missed the layup attempt. Gotta hit those. Calvin Gordon is the NBA's leading rebounder during the regular season and also during the playoffs as well. Layup is in there for the Spurs as Josh Christopher gets the scoring started for the home team. Halliburton finds Anderson in the corner for 3. Got it to go. Hot start for our best player. ISO mode for Julius Randle against Tyrese Halliburton. Trying to get him out there on his own. Beat him off the dribble perhaps. He takes him down low in the paint. Gets around the rim and lays it in for 2. Anderson, the step back. Tough shot, no. Vanderbilt can't pull it down. It's Alexander who has it instead. Cross court pass to Christopher for 3 offline. And Vando pulls it down. Shot clock winding down. Vando has to pull the trigger from deep. And Payne just got a steal. Turnover by Gordon. Bucket plus the foul for Don Payne. That's the first on the Spurs. Defense turns to offense. We saw this last episode against the Suns. The free throw is up and good. Vancouver up by 7 early on. 3 ball up and good for the Spurs. That'll cut the gap to 4. That was Trey Murphy's first bucket as Halliburton misfires on the floater attempt. Spurs back with it. Randle wants to go ISO against Payne, and he got the bucket plus the foul. giving Payne a taste of his own medicine on the other end. Randall's free throw is good. 1 point game. Halliburton misfires a jumper. Not the best look, as hand in his face was from SGA. And now Alexander gets down low, readjusts in midair around Vando. And the Spurs lead by 1. Anderson gets the feed, long 2, got it to go. Screen from Randall, SGA, fade away, 3 online, what a shot. 5 minutes gone here in the first. Anderson was wide open for a second, but Tyrese had a bad pass a bit too late. And we turn the ball over. Alexander hands off to Murphy, and he's fouled, and Payne just picked up his second. Not even 6 minutes into this first quarter. He's going to stay out there with 2 fouls. Gordon back to Randall. He attacks the paint and got it. Halliburton cuts. Payne doesn't find him. He goes to Anderson instead. Now we find Vando. Back to Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Have to fire here. It's a 3 ball. That's not going in. And Vando pulls down the board. Keldon Johnson wide open 3. His first shot's off the mark. Vando pulls it down again. The offense resets. Payne comes over. Anderson fires. And we still can't score in this position after 2 offensive rebounds. Come on. Christopher is fouled on the shot. That's the first on Anderson. A pretty good free throw shooter, 82% this season from the line. And this free throw puts the Spurs up by 6. It was 11-4, and now it's 19-13. A 15-2 run, and we have to call timeout. We jump to the start of the second quarter with the Spurs up by 4, 35-31. Very high scoring affair so far after 1. We're going to see if we can perhaps put a run together to jump out in front. Payne working on Randall down low. His fadeaway jumper is up and in. They've shot 62%. We've shot 54%. And Payne jars the ball loose out of Alexander's hands, and it rolls out of bounds off of Randall. The Woodsmen take over. Payne has been a defensive just mastermind here in the playoffs, forcing steals, getting blocks, and just some solid defense overall. He's been fantastic. Herman Pollard in the game right now. He finds Payne. Once again working on Randall, but this time unable to score. Pollard got a hand on the pass, but Christopher will score either way. It got by him. He was wide open. Carney the pick and roll with Payne in there for an easy layup. SGA hands off to Poku. Back to Christopher for 3. Got it to go. They're going to count that as a long 2 instead, not a 3. Halliburton. What was that pass? That was right to Julius Randle, man. Could have just taken a shot off the screen. Christopher spins and fires and missed the layup. Halliburton's been pretty much locked down so far by Christopher and Alexander. Pollard for 3 online. Nothing but net. 1 point game. Couple of screens and Alexander finds Trey Murphy uncovered. Just missed the shot though. It rattled out. Lucky break for the Woodsmen defense. A bucket here will put us ahead. Payne has a mismatch, and he'll pass out of it instead. Trying to attack it. Pollard, the mid-range jumper, offline. Christopher. Wow, what a dunk. He gets the Bol mismatch and immediately makes him pay. Vancouver calls timeouts. Pollard hands off to Joel Carney for the triple, but his shot is offline. Spurs back with it up by 3. And they find Randall wide open at the rim. 5 point game. Gotta watch out for the Spurs in transition. They made us pay so far in the early goings of game 1. Pollard from the elbow. Got it. Randall trying to find Poku. He got it to him, but he passed out of the mismatch. They go to Alexander. Time counting down. He'll rise up from 3, and it's good. Pick and roll. Carney won't pass out of it. Instead, laying it in over Julius Randle. Fantastic work. Christopher wants to fire off the screen, and he knocks it down. Good day so far for him. 12 points, 71% shooting. If the role players for them can step up, we got to expect that from our guys too. Spurs lead by 6. Pollard for 3 off the screen, offline. Vandal pulls it down over the head of Poku. Out to Carney for 3 offline, and this time Poku pulls it down. We got to start taking advantage of those offensive boards. So far, we haven't done so. Shot clock at 5 for San Antonio. Christopher back to Randall. Wide open 3. Just missed. Paying the screen. Halliburton gets by Randall in for the easy jam. Winding down is the shot clock, but they find Trey Murphy on the cut. Nice pass. Got to start getting some stops here on defense. Down by 6 with the ball. Double screen for Halliburton. Somebody's wide open in the corner. It's Pollard for 3. Online. The assist goes to Tyrese Halliburton. The 2-point guards link up right there to cut the gap in half. Christopher finds an open look, but he misfires from the paint. Pollard's had a couple of shots so far. Can he do it this time? No, it's well covered. Screen comes from Randall. Alexander fires a 3 and it rattles out. Another chance for us to make it a 1-point game or tie it up. Payne has it jarred loose, but we end up with it. Halliburton has a mismatch against Poku and gets the screen from Vando. Halliburton gets down low and draws the first foul against Randall. These free throws should, in theory, make it a 1-point game. There's the first one. As Calvin Gordon will check in for the Spurs. As does Tommy Sanders, as Zubats, Anderson, and Keldon Johnson all step in for us. And Halliburton will stay in as a point guard. Hickson in the corner, just missed it. And a chance for us to take the lead here in the last 4 minutes of this first half. Haven't seen much from Keldon Johnson so far. We go to Anderson. His shot is up and in to put us in front. He's got 17 points, 7 for 10 from the field. I love it when he steps up, especially in the first halves, because it really is a huge boost to the offense. Nice pass to Batista, but it's off the mark. Great pass, though, by Hickson. On the other end, Halliburton attacks the rim, is fouled from behind, and he got the bucket too. That one goes against Batista. Both teams have scored at will in the paint here in the first half. They've scored more than we have down there. But Halliburton hits the free throw, and all of a sudden, the Woodsmen lead by 4. The Spurs want to talk things over. Good passing by the Spurs on this possession, and they eventually get to the mismatch down low. Well, not really a mismatch, but it's not a good matchup for us. Calvin Gordon against Zubats. Pollard slips inside for the jam. Got by Hickson. Batista off the feed from Gordon. Knocks it down from deep. Pollard's done much of the scoring for us here in the corner, but this time he's blocked at the rim by Calvin Gordon. He got by Hickson, but the help defense stops him in his tracks this time around. The Spurs did a shot here. They will take the lead. We're only up by 1. Screen from Sanders. Hickson off that. Knocks it down from the mid-range. Anderson off the pass from Pollard. Open 3. Rattles out. The Spurs have a chance to increase their own lead. Hickson beyond the arc. Not this time. Vando pulls the board down. Just over a minute to play in this first half. Shot clock at 5 for Anderson. Got to make something happen, but not this time. Zubac can't tip it in. Spurs back with it. Murphy steps back for 3 and knocks it down. The assist goes to Batista. 4-point lead for them. Anderson gets down low, and it's snatched out of the air by Calvin Gordon. Once again, some solid help defense from him. That'll count as a block and a board. Hickson, a deep shot. No, but Gordon pulls down the board and has it for 2. And the Spurs end the first half on a run to give themselves the lead at halftime. Anderson's 3 won't cut the gap in half. It's 62-56 at the break. The Jabberwockies have returned after a long hiatus. This is not good news for us. We simmed the first 6 minutes of the third quarter, and it hasn't gone well for Vancouver. We are down by 16 points now on the road. They put up 15 points in the quarter. We put up only 5. And now SGA gets to the rim, bucket plus the foul. Our troubles continue here in the third quarter. SGA at the line. His free throw is up. And it's good. It's a 19-point deficit. We put a run together before the fourth quarter. Halliburton to Anderson. He'll fire from 3. This time it's good. We need more of that. SGA gets down low for 2. Pretty much no shot contest right there. He's got 15 points, 6 for 9 from the field. And a plus-minus of plus 16. Payne finds Tyrese Halliburton. Now he sets the screen. Halliburton throws it right to Sanders. How many times have we seen that happen? Alexander to Poku. His shot rattles out. We're back with it, down by 18. Golden Johnson finds Anderson on the cut for the dunk. Got to start getting some stops on defense, though. SGA trying to go one-on-one with Vando, and somehow he still scores. We had some good defense there, but he's now got 17 points. Anderson, top of the key, heat check. Offline. The Spurs, if they score here, will be up by 20 or more. We have a couple of subs about to check back in. Batista hands off to Shea, over to Sanders. Now he gets the handoff. Attacks the rim off the mismatch against Halliburton. Back out to Randall. Good defense so far. Poku for 3. No. Good job on defense that possession. Halliburton off the double screen. Gets down low and lays it in this time. He's got 19 points, which we have not really seen much of. 6 for 13. So he's playing pretty well. Anderson's playing well. Need some other guys to step up as Batista hits a tough one from downtown. Halliburton goes back to Vando. His readjustment is offline, but he was fouled. That is the 5th on the Spurs here in the quarter. So we are in the bonus for the rest of it until the 4th arrives. And Vanderbilt hits both. Sanders the screen. Hickson drives, and it draws another foul. This time it's on Zubac. And now they're in the bonus too. Free throw. Good. Just unable to break into the Spurs lead as of this moment. And if we go into the fourth quarter down by this much, it's going to be very difficult for us to win. Golden Johnson gets the feed. Now he finds Carney for 3, but his shot's offline. This hasn't been the same player from 3 that he has in the first couple of rounds. Batista is stripped, but he still hangs on to it. And he finds Randall. Now it's Carney on the strip, and somehow the Spurs get points off that possession. 91-70. It's not looking good here in game 1. Carney will try again from 3, but it hits back iron. Pick and roll with Hickson and Sanders, and he has a wide open jam. We're getting cooked right now. They've shot 76% in the quarter. We've shot 27. What is happening? We've never seen this before in the playoffs. Bobo the screen. Pollard, the mid-ranger, offline. And our woes continue. Hickson, tough one, no good. Johnson pulls it down. We've only scored 14 points here in the third. The offense has found the team that might be able to stop us. It is only one game, but I'm afraid this one might be over with a quarter left. Another jumper offline. Randall attacks and is fouled by Zubac. That's his second. Randall's got 16 points, 7 for 9 from the field. I've not been able to stop him either. Second free throw open, good as well. It's a 25-point lead for San Antonio. Pollard, high arcing shot, no, but Zubac gets the board to break our cold spell, but I'm not sure it's going to matter at this point. Only 72 points, and we're about to finish this third quarter. The Spurs have the final shot. Batista to Randall. He spins and fires and missed it, but it's 95-72. Look at that third quarter, man. 16 points for us, 33 for them. We've scored less and less as the game has gone on. Trying to close the gap here to start the fourth quarter, but we're really not doing a good job of putting a good run together, and the Spurs are going to take game one here on the road. 116-99 is your final score, and to be honest, we got blown out. Well, that game was definitely an eye-opener for us. Shea drops 36-6 on 18 shots despite us putting Vanderbilt on him. Calvin Gordon at 20-10 with 5 blocks, 8 for 11. Julius Randle shot above 50%, as did Josh Christopher and Trey Murphy and Tommy Sanders. The only guy who shot poorly for them was Hickson at 1 for 9, but 116, that's kind of an average score. But realistically, this was a bad day. Anderson drops 38, 13 for 26 from the field. Halliburton 19-10. Pollard 10 off the bench. Payne 9-10, but Carney only had 7. Bobo only 6. Keldon Johnson, really down game from what we're used to. 4 points, 6 boards. If he does not play well and does not get shots up, it's going to be hard for us to win. We only shot 43% and we shot 31 from downtown, which is what we're not used to. Similar free throws as to them, but they just shot better than we did, 55%. And they scored in the paint a lot more than we did. We had more bench points, but a lot less assists, and we had more turnovers. We're going to get right into game 2 as it tips off. We win it. We start with the ball. It was a tight first quarter in game 1. We'll see if that continues here in game 2. But the offense for the first time was held below 120, and we were held below 100 as well. Only 99 points in game 1. We got to turn that around here in game 2. The defense was not good, to say the least, and we'll see if Vanderbilt can stop SGA, but he won't do it here on the first shot for him. Anderson, open 3, way overshot it. Payne pulls it down, and he will score the putback. Alexander has it jarred loose, and Vando ends up with the steal. That was jarred loose by Don Payne. Anderson to Keldon Johnson. He's wide open for three. There we go. Already 1 point shy of his total from game one. Christopher gets in the paint but missed the shot, and Payne pulls it down over the head of Gordon. Over the league's top rebounder. Love seeing that. Payne finds Anderson top of the key, but that's offline as well. 0 for 2 from downtown to start the day for Anderson. And now Murphy cuts, gets the feed, missed a layup attempt, somehow gets the offensive board, and he lays it in for 2. Halliburton could find Payne wide open, but instead he finds him when he's already back to being covered. Anderson takes the screen, steps back, finds Vando at the rim for 2. Good pass. Jay steps back, same spot as last time, but this time no dice. Screen from Payne. Halliburton fires on the move for 3. I don't like that shot whatsoever. You square yourself up next time. Alexander hesitates, finds Murphy in the corner for 3, but that's off the mark. Mismatch for Payne, backing down. SGA, you gotta hit that, man. Just get a bit closer to the rim if that's what it takes. Come on. We saw that happen in game one. It cannot happen here. Alexander back to Christopher for the open 3. It goes. That'll cut the game to 2. 4 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Halliburton guarded by Alexander. Screen from Payne. He gets down low. Isn't blocked, and Payne gets the board. Back to Halliburton in the corner for 3. Got it to go. That's what the offensive rebounds get you. Second chance points are always nice. Christopher over Vando. Got it. 5 points for him. Keldon Johnson backing down. Murphy got it at the rim. Christopher gets the feed and airballs a 3. That was an open look as well. Keldon Johnson hands off to Anderson. He fires a few feet from the rim to increase our lead to 7. SGA spins at the rim, lost it. It's jarred loose by Vanderbilt. Johnson ends up with it. Anderson, step back 3, wide open, got it to go. And Vancouver leads by double digits here in the first quarter. Mismatch for Randall against Halliburton, wants to beat him off the dribble. Payne swats it right to the hands of Anderson. Fantastic display of defense right there. A couple stops in a row might breathe life into a Vancouver run. Halliburton, mid-range jumper, high arcing. It was open look, but won't knock it down this time. That's all right. Christopher fouled by Vanderbilt on the drive attempt. He's played well so far in this series. First free throw, up and good. And his free throws will drop to close the game to 8. Hickson checks in, Poku checks in for the Spurs. The starters for us will stay out there. Anderson cuts, pass deflected by Gordon, who gets the steal. How do you not just throw it over him as Halliburton gets it right back off the hands of Dixon. He finds Vando for the dunk, and we're back up by 10. Great work to be aware and take advantage of the lackadaisical passing. San Antonio calls timeout. Dixon, who was 1 for 9 in game 1, hits his first shot attempt here in game 2. He shot 45% here in the playoffs. Halliburton from the arc, got it to go from 3. Off the Zubac screen. 24-13 is your score. Gordon, deep 3, trying to respond, offline. We have not seen much offense from him so far in the first quarter. Payne's been locked down to this point. Keldon Johnson cuts and gets the feed from Halliburton to double up on the Spurs. Tista back over to Hickson. Nice pass, and Hickson knocks it down. Tyrese waiting for Anderson. He gets open. Mid-range jumper. Nothing but net. Ixin finds Gordon at the rim this time. And those might be his first points. I think those are his... no, those are his second field goal points right there. Anderson for three. Open again. No dice this time. Ixin splits defenders, finds Batista in the corner for three. We keep sagging off ball. Anderson, tough shot off the screen. That's not going to go in. Batista had a hand up. Carney checks in at shooting guard for the Woodsmen as Hickson hits the floater on the move. Man, has he had a good start in game 2 here. 7 points for him, has not missed a shot. And they've closed our lead to 5. Halliburton uses the screen, fires a 3, but it's a line drive. A cold spell for the Vancouver offense. Hickson blocked by Halliburton, and it goes out of bounds off of us. Spurs keep possession. Sanders feeds Gordon. Now out to Hickson for 3. Misses first shot right there. Gordon gets the board though. Missed it. Got it back again. Another chance for second chance points for San Antonio. Hickson. Hands off to Poku. Back to Hickson for another 3. This time it rattles in. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Pollard attacking. Gordon got the foul. It's the first on him and the first on the Spurs with 50 seconds to go until this quarter's over. The free throws from Pollard both fall. We're back up by 4. Ixin steps back and missed the 3 this time. Vancouver could go 2 for 1 if we shoot like right now. Looks like we're not going to get there. Zubats to Anderson for 3 offline. And the Spurs can hold for the last shot here in the quarter. Ixin feeds Gordon. Backing down Zubats. Got it to go, the hook shot. And we head to the second quarter with a 30-28 lead. We jump to the second quarter where it's the Woodsmen who have jumped out ahead by 11 points, outscoring them 16-7 so far in the quarter. They're using a nice run to start or spark the first 6 minutes of the quarter, trying to see if we can keep that going to close the half. Josh Christopher is fouled by Vanderbilt. That's got to be a block right there. That's the third on him, though. Christopher is 7 points prior to these free throws, as Keldon Johnson will check in place of Joel Carney, and Anderson checks in as well. Christopher's second free throw is up and good as well. Anderson cuts, won't get the feed. The offense has to look to a different play. Vando comes over. Halliburton, open shots, got it on the move. 16 points for him, 6 for 10 from the field. Trying to have a better offensive day scoring-wise than he did in Game 1, which might be the key to winning these games. Nice pass to Batista, once again wide open. Hickson gets the assist, but that has happened quite a couple of times. Every time they draw defenders over in the paint, they find somebody open on the wing. But you got to be careful for that. Keldon Johnson trying to respond, hits the backboard. That was terrible. Ixin, left open, online. Come on. Payne throws the ball away. Spurs take over. Batista, huge step back offline. Luckily for us. Vancouver's still up by 5. We got 4 more boards than they do because they just haven't shot as well as we have. We cannot count on them missing open shots. We have to play better defense. Halliburton, for some reason, chose to shoot in the face of Gordon, which is never a good idea. He's going to block you every day. Hickson hesitates, blocked out of bounds by Vanderbilt. 5 on the shot clock. Christopher inbounds to Hickson. He finds Christopher for the shot, and he missed it. And Gordon pulls it down, and his layup is in for more second chance points. And just like that, the gap is cut to 3. Come on, we cannot let them close the half again on a good run. Anderson cuts, Pollard missed him. We find him top of the key. He won't fire. Screen from Vanderbilt. Back to him. The layup is good. Gordon, hook shot, sky hook. You're not Kareem, buddy. What the hell? Pollard, mid-range jumper, got it to go. Nice shot. Just trying to keep ourselves ahead here. We've shot 9% better than they have, but it's only a 5-point game. Screen. Hickson out of a shot finds Poku. Shot clock winding down. Poku has to force the shot. He missed it. Gordon got it again. Come on. These offensive rebounds are atrocious, man. Zubac almost threw it away, but he finds Anderson at the rim for 2. He hits the reverse. Still ahead by 5. Trading buckets now before halftime. Under 2 to go. Batista misses the jumper. Thought he had that after stepping back and getting Anderson stuck behind a screen. Anderson cutting. Vanderbilt finds him in there for the slam. That's what I'm talking about. Keep this up to end the half. We cannot let them wiggle their way back in this one. Batista attacking the paint. Got it over Pollard. Keldon Johnson gets by Gordon. Never mind. It's blocked from behind. And Batista has it. What a block by Calvin Gordon, who should have won MVP. Now a mismatch down low for him. No, come on. It's already back to 3. Most of his points have come here in the second off of those offensive rebounds and that mismatch right there. That's been half of them. Pollard to Anderson. Long 2 online. Thank you. Christopher. That's a tough shot. And we pulled down the board this time. Look what happens when you pull down a rebound, buddy. No extra chance points. Anderson. Nice pass to Zubac, who posterizes Hickson. Last shot of the first half. Gordon. Spinning shot, left it short. And we end up leading at the break by 7. 53-60. 30 points in each of the first 2 quarters for Vancouver, and less than that in each of them for the Spurs. They lead by 7 at the start of the third quarter, and they turn the ball over immediately. It's Julius Randle who gives the ball back to us. But it was the second half of Game 1, and especially that third quarter of Game 1 where things went awry for Vancouver. So can we avoid that in Game 2 and perhaps increase our lead before the fourth quarter? Let's find out and see if this team has what it takes. Keldon Johnson for 3. Open look. No good. Vanderbilt pulls it down and scores. A nice couple of buckets so far for him, mostly at the rim, but they've been big, and he's had a couple of offensive rebounds as well in this series so far, as SGA cuts and dunks. Nice feed there, but a -17 plus-minus for him. We'll see if him being on the court is a problem right now for the Spurs, as Anderson readjusts at the rim, but Gordon gets the stop anyways. Was looking for a foul there, perhaps, thanks to the bodily contact, but they won't call it. Alexander gets by Vanderbilt, but he missed it. Screen from Vando. Anderson throws it right to Alexander. I'm sick of this play, man. We always throw it right to him. We can't throw it over the top. It happens to the CPU teams as well. It's infuriating. I don't know how to force the players to throw it over the top besides lowering like turnovers or whatever, but that seems kind of cheap. Shot clock winding down. Randall against Anderson. No good in his face. On the other end, Anderson gets to the rim baseline. Fantastic work to up our lead to 9. He's got 15 points. Gordon finds Christopher on the cut, who lays it in at the rim. Nice pass right there. Cody Johnson finds Anderson. Tough shot, no. Vando pulls on another offensive board. And Gordon almost started the ball loose. Payne hangs onto the ball. Shot clock winding down. This is going to be a three-pointer for Hallie. And it's definitely not going in. Gordon. Fadeaway shot. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. A free throw makes it a 4-point game. Payne, mid-range jumper, responds. Nice shot. 8 and 9 for him. Gordon's got 15 and 12, so far he is being outplayed, but we'll see if that continues as Anderson picks up his second foul. Alexander hesitates, hands off to Gordon, blocked, and they still score. You're kidding me, man. How did they get the board off the block? Give us a break. Halliburton to Anderson. Open three, skied it. He has not shot well from downtown in these first two games. 1 for 6 so far in this one. Christopher misses it at the rim. We pull it down and it's still a 4-point game. Anderson, the step back this time. Got it back to a 6-point lead. Trey Murphy hasn't done much here in game 2 as Gordon readjusts at the rim. Finding some issues getting stops on defense. Halliburton gets down low and readjusts, or not readjusts, but just gets it to go in traffic over Randall. 18 points for him. He is our top scorer right now. Anderson just behind him at 17. So our two-star players playing as you might expect. Christopher, though, is wide open. Come on, man, every time. All right, so here's what happened on that play. Anderson is guarding Christopher. He makes the essential handoff to SGA, then sets the screen. Anderson drops for the Christopher screen. But then Gordon sets one as well, and Payne drops for that one too a little bit. Not as much as Anderson does, but Anderson keeps dropping, trying to get back to SGA, but obviously that leaves Christopher wide open because Vanderbilt is still following SGA, and Payne is staying attached to Don Payne, or to Gordon rather. And then Christopher's wide open. So I think the key here is to maybe take off Vanderbilt guarding Alexander and just having our guards and whatnot switch. That'll make it easier for us to avoid these. Switch was off ball. Here we go. We're going to switch all of our guards. And then for on-ball screens, regular ones, we're going to switch all. Regular hedges, that'll be on automatic. On-ball screens, when the center is the hedge defender, he will just go under. And his Payne's going to need to stay attached. So we're going to try and switch on all the on-ball screens where it's not a center being the hedge defender. So that's the goal there. But we jump back in. It's a 3-point game now. The offense really has to keep things up because the Spurs offense is too. Keldon Johnson hands off to Anderson. His shot is up and in off the glass. Christopher back to SGA. We switched that time. You're seeing it there. And SGA attacks the rim. Bucket plus the foul. Unreal, man. Come on. They just won't let us get out in front. We got to get defensive stops. A couple of subs check in for him here in the halfway point of the third quarter. Anderson cuts. Payne finds him. Nice pass. Okasevsky back to Shea. He was open for a moment. Chose not to fire. Instead, his step back is offline. Lucky break for us that he missed a shot. Let's hit a shot here. Vando has a mismatch against Batista. You can shoot that if you want to, or you won't. Payne is called for a 3-second violation. Man, come on. We can't have these boneheaded plays now. Poku, the 3-ball, no. Gordon pulls it down and has the second chance point. It's now a 1-score game. Unreal, man. They are just ever so slightly cutting into our lead bit by bit. Halliburton knocks it down, though. Both teams have shot well here in the second half. We've shot better than they have, but they've closed the gap to 4. Hickson out to Poku. Quick 3. Got it to go this time. It's a 1-point game. Can we get a stop? Anderson over Batista. Yes. 10 points in the quarter for Anderson. After 13 in the first half. Poku again from 3. He ties it up at 78. Come on, man. Halliburton to Anderson. His layup is blocked. Bobo gets back to it. He hesitates and scores. He got Gordon up in the air. We are just hanging on by a thread right now. We're about to bring in Pollard, Zubac, and Carney, who I'm not expecting the same level of offense from. Hickson, please, no. You're kidding. You have got to be kidding. It's their first lead of the game. Halliburton on the move for 3. Can't respond. And the Spurs can increase their lead now here in the third quarter. Under 3 to go. Hickson lays it in. We gotta put a run together, man. Pollard for 3. Can't knock it down. I do not want to be losing going into the fourth quarter. That just does not feel like a good sign. Especially after leading from most of this game. Zubac jumps in front of the Gordon pass. And then he turns the ball over immediately. Dude, I am gonna scream. What are you doing, man? I might seek Zubac out of the lineup here after this game and just put in Clark or something, because my God, I might have to play Payne for most of the game. Like, he might be out there for 40 minutes. Alexander in the face of Pollard. Missed it. Okay. Let's get a bucket to go here. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Pollard back to Bobo. He is wide open. He passed it up. Back to him. Pollard has to force the 3. And he knocks it down. Big shot to tie it up. Carney poked it out. Batista gets it back. How do they get points out of this? There's no way they should be getting shit like this out of plays like that. Bobo pulls the trigger and responds immediately. Knotted up again at 86. SGA fadeaway over Pollard. Missed it. A bucket here will put us back in front. And I would love to see a shot fall for us. I would love to at least have a tie ball game going into the fourth quarter. Keldon Johnson just missed it over Poku. Unbelievable, man. We've missed so many of those like 5-foot shooters, or not shooters, but jumpers. Batista misfires. Gordon pulls it down. Blocked by Zubac on the putback. Sanders gets it back and is fouled. The amount of second chance points they have had in the first couple of games is incomprehensible. First free throw good. Second free throw off the mark. We will have the final shot here in the quarter. Pollard to Carney for 3. Deep one, no. And the Spurs lead by 1 through 3. They've only had the lead for a couple of minutes, but the lead is all that matters. I don't care how this fourth quarter goes as long as we end up on top. Anderson back to Payne. He spins and fires and hits the shot to put us in front to lead in the start of the fourth quarter. We've got Randall against Payne right now. Will he be aggressive? No, he'll pass out of it. Murphy to Alexander. Shot clock winding down. Over to Batista, wide open. Come on. We are helping way too much. It's leaving the role players open, and their role players right now are stepping up. Anderson cuts. Bobo finds him. The layup is good. And we're tied at 90. Alexander spins at the baseline and lays it in for 2. With Carney out there on him. 16 points for SGA. Halliburton to Anderson. He steps back, but won't pull the trigger yet. Shot clock winding down. Payne's going to get here too late. Anderson has to fire. He missed it. Payne pulls it down. Blocked from behind by Randall. You're kidding. Up on the shot clock and counting down. Alexander has to pull the trigger. And it's good. Anderson, deep 3. Back iron. Please don't tell me this is how the fourth quarter is going to go. Alexander. Off the screen, fires again. Missed it. Payne got it. 4-point game. Need a bucket here. And we throw it right to Julius Randle. And he's fouled from behind. First free throw good. Second free throw up and good. Spurs lead by 6 as Keldon Johnson and Vanderbilt check back in with just under 9 to go in this game, in game 2. The starters will play the rest of this game unless somebody fouls out somehow as Halliburton knocks down the shot. He's got 22 points, 9 for 16 shooting. Still plenty of basketball left here in this 4-point game. Screen from Gordon. SGA finds Murphy for 3. Offline. And Halliburton pulls it down. Nice rebound right there. Up ahead to Anderson. He sees a lane. And he finds Vanderbilt. Does he fire over Randall? Not quite. Alley. Time counting down. Has to fire. That shot's off. Oh, mismatch down low. Gordon against Keldon Johnson. Do something, Keldon. Never mind. Payne goes to Anderson a few feet from the hoop. Go up, man. Yes. Like, we've shot better than them, but they just have hit more threes and free throws, so we're down by 4. Alexander lost the ball out of bounds. How is that off us? Randall inbounds to Josh Christopher. Over Vanderbilt at the rim. Got it for 2. Come on. We need stops. Let's put together a run here and take control of this game. We were in control for so long. Let's get back underway here. We need our stars to step up. Anderson misses the shot. Payne gets the board. We'll try again over Gordon, but he's fouled instead. Just the seconds on him. Please knock these down, Payne. First one good. Every single play is crucial here in game 2. And he knocks down both. Alexander, bounce pass to Randall. Below the rim, back out to him. In the corner, a screen. We cover it. Well, no we don't. Randall's wide open for 3 and he missed the shot. Got very lucky right there. He's not done much in game 2. Vanderbilt splits defenders and he's blocked by Gordon on the help. Trey Murphy gets in the paint and finds Julius Randle. Christopher with it. Almost blocked. The shot's off the mark. Payne pulls it down. Under 6 to play. We score here. It's a 1-score game. Anderson. Blocked by Gordon. Payne gets it. He's fouled again. Almost 2 straight blocks for Gordon on the same play. 12, now 13 and 16 for Don Payne. I'm sure Gordon's probably above those 2 numbers, unfortunately, as Payne hits him again to cut the gap to 2. A stop and a bucket, and it's pretty much a brand new game. And we do get one here as Josh Christopher misfires from beyond the arc. Vanderbilt just goes right to the rim and he draws the foul on Randall. That's his first. BJ Cooper unfazed, looking on at his team in his first year as the head coach. First free throw up and good for Vanderbilt. And his second free throw is good to tie it up at 100. All right, now we got 5 minutes of basketball. The best team wins. Shot clock under 10. Randall has it. Over to Christopher. Contested 3. Top of the key. No, and Payne wards off Gordon for the board. Vanderbilt to Anderson for the lead. Got it! Vancouver back in front for the first time in a while. Anderson's got 29 points, and 20 of those have come inside the paint. You don't see that very often for him. Shea hesitates, fires, and knocks it down to tie it up. Keldon Johnson back to Halliburton. He finds Anderson. Long 2 wide open. Missed it. Vandal rips it down. He finds Payne. Bucket plus the foul. And it's the 3rd in the quarter on Calvin Gordon. The 4th in total. Under 4 minutes to go. Plays are being made on the offensive end. The free throw drops once again for Payne. Has not missed so far in this 4th quarter at the charity stripe. 5 for 5 in this half. Vancouver leads by 3. Trey Murphy with it. Trying to find an open look, but doesn't find one. Christopher with it instead. Over to Gordon. He challenges Payne. Tough shot. No. We just got to stay disciplined here. Anderson hits again. 5-point lead. Christopher attacks the basket, then whips it out to SGA for an open shot, but he can't knock it down. That would have cut the game back to 2. But now we have a chance to up our lead. Halliburton sees a lane, attacks the rim, over Murphy, got it to go at the rim. Fantastic stuff. He's got 24, 10 for 18 from the field. Him and number 5 are having quite the offensive performances here in game 2. Gordon over Payne. Tough one. No. Second chance. Yes. Payne rises up. Bucket plus the foul. A taste of his own medicine against Calvin Gordon. Picking up his 5th foul. And one more and he's done for the day. 2:24 on the clock. Payne making some big plays here in the 4th quarter. And this time he will miss the free throw. But our lead stands at 7. Gotta hold on. Mismatch for Payne against Alexander. And Vando comes over to foul him to prevent the bucket, but he'll probably hit both free throws either way. Free throws cut the game back to 5. 2:13 on the clock and counting. Vancouver with the ball. And the bonus. San Antonio not there yet. Hand off to Payne. He's blocked by Gordon. Not called for a foul this time. That was a clean one. The Spurs are back with it quickly. And then he turns the ball over. Payne steps in front for the steal. Bad idea from Alexander. A bucket here is crucial. We're trying to milk this clock, making sure we give them no time. Halliburton to Payne. Mid-range jumper. Got it in the face of Gordon to extend our lead back to 7. 90 seconds left. Alexander finds Gordon at the rim. Easy dunk, quick bucket. It's not over. Is that the shot we're looking for? Yes, it is, because it goes in. Tyrese Halliburton, contested 3. We're back up by 8. This unrelenting offense after a sub-100 point game in game 1. They're back, and they want to win. Alexander on the baseline, double team, back out to Christopher. Now to Murphy. We recovered very well there. Randall back to Murphy. Over to Christopher for a high arcing 3. No! Gordon tips it to himself and pulls it down. He's double teamed, and he gets the foul against Payne, his 3rd. .25 and now 26 points for Gordon with 6 blocks on the day. His free throws put it back to 6. This game's not over yet. Halliburton's double teamed. So is Vanderbilt. Back to Halliburton. Open 3. That's gotta be the dagger. Gordon rises up and hits the shot. 7-point game, 25.7 seconds left. Looks like the Spurs aren't gonna foul. This game might be over. Halliburton for 3. Not this time. Quick 3 for Christopher. Misses the rim entirely, and this game is going to be over. We have tied the series up at 1 game apiece, and we head to Vancouver for games 3 and 4 next time out. This was a crucial game to win on the road. The offense gets back on track, scoring 20 points more than in game 1. And the defense was pretty similar to what we had in game 1 as well. So we're probably going to expect in the mid-110s or so for the Spurs. So the offense has to keep these kinds of performances coming. It's going to be a tough series, folks, but what a fun one it's been so far. Calvin Gordon drops 29 points, 18 boards, and 6 blocks. SGA had 22 and 7. Hickson had a great first half, 18 points for him. Christopher 16, Batista also in double figures. But the Woodsmen come out on top thanks to 30-plus points from both Anderson and Tyrese Halliburton. Don Payne, 21 points, 18 boards, and 4 blocks. Very similar to Calvin Gordon's numbers. 8 for 13 was Payne, and Vanderbilt, how about him at 10 points, 10 boards, 4 for 5. Pollard, 9 and 4 off the bench. Coden Johnson, once again, held below 10 points. See if that continues, because if that does, we really have to rely on these 3 players up here to provide pretty much all of the scoring out there on the court. We again did not shoot very well from downtown, but we shot better than the Spurs did in this game. We scored a lot more points in the paint than in game 1. We scored 26 more points than in game 1 in the paint, which is fantastic. They had a lot more bench points this time around, but we had 7 more assists. We had more rebounds by a couple and a lot less turnovers. So that's what led to the win. We win by 7. Gutsy win thanks to a strong fourth quarter. And Anderson now leads the playoffs in points per game right now. Looks like Calvin Gordon leads rebounds, and Payne comes in at 3rd place behind him and Mobley in terms of the playoff rebounding. In terms of assists, Halliburton leads the assists. So those big 3 are really fantastic players. And over in the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers and the Celtics have traded blowouts in the first 2 games. So still nobody really pulling ahead through 2 games in either conference finals. So no guesses right now as to who is going to be that NBA Finals matchup. But that's going to be it for me, folks. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. and games 3 and 4 of the WCF are coming your way next time out. Take care, and until then, peace.